Hello everyone, welcome back. In this tutorial, we are going to learn the shortcut of top command. Let us first understand why we need the top command. Top command provides a dynamic, real-time view of running processes, right? So let's say example, if we run the command here, top. So these are the processes which is running on the system. So this is a real time and dynamic. So if any new process is started on the server, it get listed in the top. And if any process get terminated, it will automatically removed from this list. So that is what we call as a dynamic and real time. So this is a very user friendly command, and more time administrator use this command to find out the system load, to find out the system utilization. When we call as a system, it cover memory, CPU, and in memory it cover both swap memory and RAM, and it also show us which processes consuming how much amount of memory and CPU. So that is we are going to discuss in this tutorial. Let us understand the shortcuts of top command. So I will use the some drawings. So we'll go first with few options. All right. So if we use the option capital M, right? So how to use this option that we are going to demonstrate. So if you use the uppercase M, so this will going to sort memory uses, right? So it will sort by memory uses. All right. So this is a pretty shortcut, and this is very handy for any system admin. Right. So if we press number 1, like this in the top command, and if we press this number 1, so it will display all CPUs, right? So when we say all CPU, that is cores. So by default, maybe you will not get all core detail. So when we want that detail, we can just press 1. It will display all detail about all the CPU cores. If we press C button from our keyboard, that is in lowercase, it will going to display command path. By default, it will display command, but when we need the path, so what is a part of that command? So we will take the C button from our keyboard to display the command path. If we press capital A like this in uppercase, it will just divide that output into multiple windows, or we can say the multiple segments. So command output into segments. All right. So if we press the K key, that is in lowercase, like this, right? So if we press the K key, so we can kill the process. So when we say kill the process, that means if we want to terminate it, kill the process. So what it expect? It expect the PID. So we need to pass the PID. So If we pass the PID, let's say example HTTPD PID, for example 123, then it will going to terminate that process 123, right? So that we are going to see. If we want the process only for some particular user, so we can run the top -u and username. Let's say example demo. So it will display all the detail only for demo, not for all user. By default, it display the detail for all users. All right. If we press a Z, it will highlight the details. So Z is to just highlight the detail. It's not that significant. All right. If we keep pressing the S key, it will refresh the detail. All right. It's that S key can be anytime we can refresh the detail. All right. Now let us see this option one by one. So we'll come on the system here and we'll run top. So by default, just I will take this here. All right. So by default, the sorting is CPU wise. So here we can see the more CPU, that is 0.3. The process is listed at the top, right? If you have to sort this memory wise, memory utilization wise, so we want highest process consuming memory, right? Capital M, that is shift M. So here is a process, it's consuming maximum memory, that is 13%, one thing. It's showing in percentage, right? So again, if we want CPU wise, we can just say from the screen, we can come here and we can say again capital M. You come on the command and so here we can see the detail. All right, so maximum memory wise. Let's run it again. Yeah. Now if we want all the CPU, we can just press 1. So as of now, we can see only we have one CPU. So that's the reason here it shows CPUs, but we have only one CPU. That's fine. Let's say if you want the command path, we'll press C, right? So in C option, it should show us the command path. So we'll take this like this, and again we'll press C. Just run the top again. Here we can see the command, right? This part. If we press C, it's showing us the path, right? So this is what it mentioned, C to check the path of that command. All right. If we press capital A, we'll get into the multiple segments. So just I will arrange the window. Okay. Now again, if we go in top and we'll say here K, right? Now it's asking what process you have to kill. We cannot kill any process. Let's say example, we want to kill Jenkins process, right? Now it's killed. But here we can see that still Jenkins process is running. No, we cannot see that. All right. Now, if you want to refresh the screen, just we can press a small s from our keyboard. So by default is for 3 seconds, changing the screen. And if you want to highlight, we can press Ctrl Z. So it's highlighter. It's highlighted everything in the red color. Another useful command which we have not highlighted here is to find out that process name in the top command. Like for example, we have just killed the Jenkins process. Let's check whether Jenkins is there or not. So we'll press Shift L, that is locate string, and we'll type here Jenkins. So it says process not found. That means it's killed. If we say here SSHD, Control L, SSHD. So SSHD is also not running. If we just take the screen like this, and like for example, if we want to find out SCSI, so we'll say Control L, SCSI, SCSI. It shows these are the process related to SCSI, right? So these are the commands, and there's process ID for SCSI. Let's say example, you want to search the process for particular user, then Shift U, that is capital U, and let's say Vagrant user. So these are the processes running by the user Vagrant. All right. So how we check that? Top and Shift U, that is capital U, and the username. This will filter only the user Vagrant. All right. Now let's say example, we need a help to check all the description for these headers. So here, PID means process ID, user means effective username, PR means priority, N means nice value. So everything will get the description of that header. So that we are going to cover later, and we'll discuss about this all header in detail in our next video. Thank you so much.